Hey everyone, today I'm feeling nostalgic, so we're gonna take it back to Love Capital and do a little Q&A and little track list discussion on it.
Right, so I'm going to be asking her some questions, and the first question is, what are your top 3 off the album?
My top 3 off Love Capital. Okay. Number 1, I'm gonna say Come and Go. Number 2, Just Kicking It With You. And number 3, Waterfall.
Ooh, so you picked some pretty saddening tracks. Can you talk about what the concept behind Love Capital was, what you were feeling when you were doing it?
Okay.
You know?
Yeah. Well, I honestly didn't have a big idea for Love Capital. The first song I actually finished off Love Capital was You Hear Me, but at that time the album was not Love Capital. It was called Life Is Hard, and all I had was You Hear Me. And I just wanted it to be this type of just rap. I wanted this to be a rap album. But then I just started going through stuff and I ended up making this very sad, heartfelt album. And You Hear Me really is the only standout track, in my opinion, because it's just like the straight rap track and nothing else is really like that. So the first thing, other than that track, was we were messing around that day, and we messed around with the green screen, and I had all these fake huge dollar bills, and we were just creating visuals with them. And I remember we were like, whoa, that's gonna be the cover. When we first saw it, you're like, yeah, that's definitely the cover. And I was like, I love it.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking of all these different type of names, like Profit and Balance, IOU, At My Expense, all that stuff. And I mean, none of that stuck. But over time, I started writing all this sad, heartfelt stuff. And then it just all made sense, Love Capital, because it's a bunch of love songs and there's capital on the cover. And capital also as the place, this is my heart, this is the core of my existence, this place, Love Capital, this is all I feel, so.
Oh, okay. So, you have a least favorite track?
My least favorite track on the album is Perfect Balance. I think it's actually my favorite instrumental, but it is my least favorite song. I think it's really repetitive, actually. I feel like it got annoying to me, honestly. It feels like that chorus is really repetitive and just annoying, and I feel like it could have been done better, honestly, looking back at it.
Yeah. So, just to be curious, when you released it, what song did you think would be the most popular among everybody?
I feel like the most popular song, I don't know. I guess You Hear Me. I thought it'd just be You Hear Me, honestly. Just because it's just that rap track and all the friends I have, that's what people really know me by. So for me to do this singing album, I mean, it didn't really make sense to many people. So I was like, they're gonna love the one rap track on it, surely.
Right. So, what would you think would be the most fun to perform live?
Most fun track to perform live? I say it's hard because I don't know how fun any of these songs actually are.
Fun to you.
I think Just Kicking It With You. I think that would be the most fun. I think especially with the breakdown part on there, and it's ooh, ah. I think that's fun, actually.
Just the vibe.
And also, that was literally the single off Love Capital, so I guess a part of me thought people were going to love that track because it was what I put out first, but no.
So, we know that you released a deluxe version, obviously. So, what's your favorite, the original or the deluxe?
Oh no! Is the deluxe or original my favorite?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, deluxe has the same tracks as the.
Yeah, but
Okay, my favorite?
Separately.
If they were two separate entities, um, this is really hard. I think I'd still go with the original. If they were two separate entities and I had to pick, I would still just say original Love Capital without the deluxe stuff.
Yeah, because that's kind of the complete thing. Right.
Well, it's just
Yeah.
I feel more emotionally connected to it,
Right.
so I couldn't part with that. So yeah.
So, what song would you think would be the most fun to do like a music video for?
Music video. Which song on there deserved a music video? Honestly, I think Rainy Day. That's what I would go with for music video.
I was thinking that.
I think it could have had those visuals, honestly. And it's so yeah, it's a good track.
So, let's get to the track list breakdown. So, if you want to go through the tracks.
Okay, I will. Is there anything particular you want to like about each track?
No, I just want you to say your thoughts, like anything that comes to mind about it.
Okay. Well, first of all, every track on this album is produced by me, so.
Right.
Okay, so You Hear Me. Actually, that track just now grew on me, which is shocking. I don't think I understood that I really snapped. I don't think I realized that till now. But I really think it's the standout track just because nothing on the album is like rap like that is. So it's in my top 3 instrumentals. I love that instrumental. I think it's so hard hitting. It's like anthem. It gives me like anthem vibes. It's so signature. And I think it's catchy that the chorus, like, look into my eyes, tell me what you see. I mean, I have family members like singing that around the house, like, yeah, that gets stuck in your head. But it feels standalone,
Yeah.
but it really does tie into the album, actually.
It's a good opener.
It is a good opener. I couldn't imagine if the album closed on that.
Yeah, no.
But basically, to me, it really sets up the album because it's me being reflective. I'm like looking at myself. What do I see? Who am I? I'm doing all this self-analyzing. I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I'm just this young girl living in the city, whatever.
Yeah.
But I'm like, who am I? I'm looking so hard at myself. And that's basically what the rest of the album is, like this deep reflection on love, of course, but it's the overall theme of the album is reflection. So I'm glad that track kicked it off. And I mean, it kicked it off well. It's like a banger. It's like so fun. Yeah. So track 2 is Let You Go, which is very sad, somber song, really. Produced by me yet again. The instrumental sounds really somber, actually. It's basically coping with that person not coming back. And you have to let them go. And it's pretty sad, actually. I mean, I repeat the phrase, okay, it's over, a lot in the song.
So
And,
do you feel like this song in the album was really a catharsis, like freeing all these emotions that you had? Do you feel like you could move on from something that you were dealing with at that time now that you released this?
Yeah, it definitely was cathartic for me because, I mean, I keep saying, you aren't coming back, I'll let you go. So that was actually working in my mind like, oh crap, he's not coming back, yeah, I need to let this go, right? Like the more you say it, like it actually gets in your head, I'm like, oh yeah, let me just part with this. So yeah, it helped me. After Let You Go, it is Rainy Day, which I know you described as a favorite of yours. A lot of people said it was a bop. Rainy Day, it was influenced by this lockdown quarantine moment. It really was. Because I'm basically saying, stay inside with me where it's safe, you know? Like, please don't go outside in this mess right now. Rainy Day, wow. It is funky, and I think it's fun. I remember when I was recording that, and I thought it was just like a big earworm, like the "Oh baby."
Right, I just sing it.
It's like just, it feels easygoing. It feels light.
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that is "Come and Go," which it actually is in my top 3. I feel like people just didn't give it the love that I wanted it to have. But it's kind of like a lot like "Let You Go." Feels cathartic. And it feels, I really like the track because it's storytelling. It feels like a story to me. I tell the story, you know, about, I say, "Come and go as you please, because I know you don't care about me. What a mess that we are in, rock bottom like a sinking ship."
Mm.
And I tell the story of just, I think, the struggle of someone coming in and out of your life. And some of the lyrics have to do with realization of it. I say, like, "You're too smart for your own good." And I think it's easy to let someone come in and out of your life, like instability. People just accept that, I think.
Yeah.
But also, you know, they say you accept the love you think you deserve.
Right.
But I feel like that's just common, and people just let it happen. And people don't really question why this person is, like, leaving and coming back. Is it because, like, I'm too easy, or, you know, it could be a multitude of reasons or whatever. But I think most of it just comes down to maybe you just don't have enough self-worth or self-love. So, and that really makes the song sad when I think about that. Like, why does someone come and go?
Yeah, that's like dark.
It's dark. Okay.
Might be the darkest. Well, one of them.
The darkest song is probably "Come and Go," though.
Yeah, when you think about that.
Yeah. Okay, after "Come and Go," it's "Ride the Wave," which a lot of people love. "Ride the Wave."
Yeah.
It's something about that. It's just the chorus, you know? Earworm yet again. And it really feels like, I feel like the instrumental feels like you are riding the wave, honestly. Just feels like up and down, something about it. It is a great instrumental. It's definitely in my top instrumentals. And I guess it kind of plays off the "Come and Go." I'm talking about "Pull Me In, Push Me Away," which is kind of like "Come and Go."
Yeah. Ride the wave.
Honestly, that song was going to be all singing. Fun fact. I was not going to do any rapping for the verses. I was just singing the verses like, "You're a blanket that keeps me warm at night." But then I was like, I think it's kind of dragging. I was like, maybe the singing is dragging, and like, this is such a great drum and bass beat.
Yeah.
Like, why would I just sing on here? So I was like, okay, I'll just rap both verses. And I love both of those rap verses, actually. I'm glad I changed it. And also, fun fact, that song was originally called "Tidal Wave." But I felt like singing, it didn't sound good when I sang it. Like, tidal wave, tidal wave, tidal wave. Like,
Yeah,
it's just not having that pizzazz. It doesn't have that pizzazz I think I wanted.
Yeah, because you're
And
talking
also-
about pulling and pushing. That's like motion, right?
Well, yeah, but don't. Tidal waves, like, they push and pull and come into the shore and everything. So I thought it fit, but like, the singing, it just didn't sound good when I sang it. And also, tidal wave, it just doesn't have that effect. It just sounds boring, you know? Ride the wave, like, everybody's like, yeah, I can get on the wave. I can ride the wave. Everyone's like, yeah. So it's just something as simple as like a minor lyric change or a title change. After that is "Perfect Balance." It is my favorite instrumental. And it's actually a happy song. It's like, which is shocking on the album, but it's happy. I say it's about having that mutual love, trust with someone where it's a perfect balance and y'all have the same energy. I say you keep the same energy. We're twinning. You're not aggressive, not possessive. Perfect balance. We're winning. So,
So you had a moment there, a happy spurt.
yeah. So it's a happy song, and I think it's feel good. Awesome message, you know, having that perfect balance with someone can be rare to find. But as I said earlier, I think I repeated the chorus way too many times, and that was the downfall. Hey, but go listen to the Perfect Balance instrumental. It's like my favorite thing ever. After Perfect Balance, it is track 7, Light and Free.
Another one of my favorites.
Which,
My
okay,
favorite.
another one of your favorites. Well, actually, Light and Free is my most saved song. And I didn't expect Light and Free to be that song. I didn't expect it to be my most popular song, but everyone's like, oh my gosh, I love it. I love it.
It's really catchy. It's like it has that. Some songs just have that thing where it's like, yeah, it clicks.
I don't know. It doesn't give me catchy though. Like I said, catchy was like, you hear me. That hook was so catchy. Or like Rainy Day does catchy, but like Light and Free to me is just simple. And I feel like it's just kind of mid. But it is feel good. It's a feel good song, but I think it's so simple. It's probably the fastest I ever written a track because I like repeat so much stuff in it. I repeat the Move With Me. I say that. I repeat the In My Own Galaxy. And the verses follow the same type of pattern. So it's like, this was so
Yeah, I
simple.
love that. It's like In My Own Galaxy. So, like it's giving me space.
Well, yeah, I mean, the instrumental sounds space-like. But it's definitely a feel-good track,
Space
but
dance, yeah.
I didn't expect it to be that standout one.
Yeah.
But I guess when the album is like has so many sad, heavy moments, a track like Light and Free would stand out. But yeah, the love on Light and Free like just overwhelmed me because I didn't really think it was that track. But obviously it's that track, so yay. I'm glad that it's getting a lot of love. So after that is Just Kicking It With You, which was the single that I just released on SoundCloud for a bit before the album came out. And it's in my top 3 tracks. It's really fun, and I think it has the feel good vibes. And the rap verse on Just Kicking It With You is it's in my top 3 rap verses from that album. I don't know why, but I love that rap verse because I think I feel like it just flows a little bit, has some sauce with it, like abstract. I'm just kicking it. Ay, I'm your favorite part. Keep listening. He wanna know about me. He listening. But like, people really weren't messing with that track that much. I don't know if it's because they already heard it, or it just wasn't. It wasn't like Light and Free.
Yeah, it should have been a Light and Free.
But like their breakdown on Light and Free, I mean, their breakdown on Just Kicking It With You, I love that. Ooh, ah. I mean, that gets stuck in my head.
It does.
And yeah, I love that track. So I can't believe it didn't have the success that other tracks did. But it's whatever. So after Just Kicking It With You is Waterfall. Wow. Waterfall? I don't know, it means a lot to me, and it has like a lot of feelings.
Yeah.
It has a lot packed into that 4-minute song, and I love it because I got to like purge so many feelings and like so many words. I got to say everything I ever wanted to say on that track. And I love slow ballads. Like I always wanted to make a slow ballad song. I don't know, I think they're so moving,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm glad I got to end the album with a song like that. And it definitely makes me feel moved. And it is very sad, but it also feels like this big culminating moment,
Right, I'm glad you got that out there.
Like I said, I remember I said, when I listen to Waterfall, I feel like I'm standing. I love Capital. I feel like Waterfall represents the core essence of what I wanted the album to be. So I think it's great that it's the last track.
Yeah.
And someone mentioned that it was so different. Like, why is the last track so different? But I don't really think it's that different. I don't think it's that different. I feel like it's the most on par with everything else. Like, if anything, the standalone would have been You Hear Me, but
Yeah.
so Waterfall, it's intense for me. It means a lot to me. Carries a lot, but I'm glad that I got to
Got it.
express it all. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad this album, this piece of art. You know, I think
Yeah.
that's something that art should do as well. Not only just like be a fun thing, but it should do that.
Yeah. I mean, that's primarily the reason that I make
Yeah.
art, is because I need to like release.
Right. You're doing it for the right reasons.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay. So thank you for watching. Part 2 is on the way.